don't know if you want to say where we are just
yeah,
yet.
let's see where we are.
Oh, you go ahead.
We're at DJ's Pizza here on Portage.
Greatest pizza in the world, according to
yeah.
Chris Jericho, by the way. Nice to see you.
Nice
Thanks
to see you,
for
man.
stopping in. And
It's about 10 minutes from where I grew up, and this is one of my first jobs, was working right here at this illustrious establishment.
do you want to know what's interesting? I'll give you a little shot right off the bat. He grew up in Winnipeg, and he still needed someone to drive him here. You didn't remember how to get here?
Well, no, but it's just too early for. I have people do everything for me. People put my socks on and my shoes and my pants and brush my teeth for me.
It's not.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. I'm just a total prima donna.
Yeah.
I don't even really like talking for myself. Usually someone would be talking for me.
Well, you had a sock puppet, but he decided to step in.
Yeah, but because I'm actually on TV, I have to pretend to be a nice guy.
Yeah.
Now. As soon as the camera goes off, I'm going to be yelling huge.
He's not kidding.
Yeah.
So
I'm not kidding.
I know. Your brand new book, number one bestseller.
Well, not number one bestseller, but you can say it is. Okay, it is. It's a number one bestseller.
I
Absolutely.
guarantee it. You're. Listen, for people that have no idea who you are, and I don't know why they wouldn't, but tell me about yourself, your career. You started here in Winnipeg. What gets you into wrestling?
Yeah, for people who don't know who I am, I'm MC Hammer.
Yeah.
You can't touch this guy.
No, that was CC Music Factory.
Oh, that's it. And that was Everybody Dance Now.
That was his entrance music.
That was me. Yeah, was it? Absolutely, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm Chris. What am I supposed to say again? Who I am?
Jericho.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chris Jericho. Right, that's me. Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was an ex-DJ's Pizza guy that went and became a pro wrestler, which was my dream when I was 8 years old, watching wrestling on Strathcona Street with my grandmother, and just deciding at that age that's what I wanted to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it or what what route I was going to take, but it took me 9 years to get to the WWE, traveling the world, Japan and Mexico and Germany and all across the globe, and this is the tale of that.
No, you went from here to Calgary.
Yeah, I moved from here to Calgary when I was 19 to go to wrestling school.
Okay, and where did you go to wrestling school?
With the Hart Brothers.
Down in the dungeon?
I thought it was going to be down in the dungeon, and it ended up being in a pink bowling alley, where the roof was like you could actually put your head through the roof if you jumped off the top rope the right way, which is similar to when I wrestled across the street at Georgie's.
Georgie's, yes.
One of my first return to Winnipeg after I finally had learned how to wrestle, and I'd moved away at 19 and said I'm never coming back until I make it. So I came back, triumphant return, worked a thing at Club Taboo with Tony Condello and Joe Aiello. And it was a great big TV taping and lots of lights, and it was really cool, and all my friends were there, and I felt like the conquering hero. Then the next day I'm driving down the road, and I see a sign at Georgie's wrestling on Friday night, and I was laughing like, Georgie's, like, oh, what a terrible place to wrestle. Like, oh my gosh, what kind of a sad sack would have to wrestle there? So then I go and check it out, and of course it's me that's wrestling there.
Well, very good. Well,
yeah.
I know we're going to wrap it. Good ending right there.
It's terrible.
Sack. We're going to find out if he still remembers how to cook here at DJ's/Ichabod's.
Well, I just scraped the pans. I remember how to do that.
Well, good. There's a lot down back there.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. So when the camera goes off here, I'm going to be yelling at you. Prima donna, huge.
I'm in trouble. John,
worse than Axl Rose.
Great. Back to you.
Jimmy.
I'm doing all right. Terry, how are you?
Very good. Are you getting some wrestling tips there?
Yeah, as you can see, he's just relaxing. Working very hard. I call him the Youngberg of wrestling. Just stand around.
I just figured that, like maybe...
Stand around, hang out.
Yeah, that, behind the scenes we'd, have like little brawls happening or little sparring action.
You'll get your turn. I just pushed a wrestler. This could be my last show. Visit me in the hospital, will you?
Oh, Jimmy.
Do you like pizza?
Of course I do. Hello.
Well, you won't be getting any because this is his favorite pizza that we're making right now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but I'll see if I can make a small pizza or something for you.
Yeah, bring something back with you today.
I will.
It's Friday and all.
I'll bring it back. Well, whatever he leaves.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Leave a wrestler to pizza and then say whatever's left over.
Don't disturb a wrestler and his pizza.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye, Terry. Yes, we're out here. It's DJ's. I have Chris Jericho with me, and great book. And this is your favorite pizza. It's actually in the book that you
That's
love the
right.
pizza.
And you don't disturb a New York Times best-selling author and his pizza. It's even more rabid.
I've been corrected again.
I'm going to make a T-shirt that says that with an arrow. New York Times bestselling author and put an arrow right up to my face.
You should.
I should.
And then bring back Ralphus to...
It's perfect. I'll get my personal assistant, Heinrich, is going to do that.
Heinrich?
Heinrich.
Okay. Yeah. Are you going to make the pizza?
I'll think about it. I'll give him. I'll probably have my assistant make it for me because I'm not getting my hands dirty.
Okay, do you want to get your assistant here? Can you call him in or anything? Can you?
Heinrich, now.
Yes, sir.
How did you?
Hey, he drives me around. He follows me around. Looking good.
I don't have anybody. Mine doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work exactly. That's what your wife said.
Yeah.
Come on. Hello. Here we go. We're
Oh.
gonna make some pizzas here
Not
today.
even married, which is really interesting.
Well,
that you said.
yeah, it's crazy.
All right, so your
All right.
pizza, your favorite pizza. What is Heinrich making?
It's a pepperoni and ground beef pizza
Good
with
man.
the secret DJ sauce.
Okay.
Now this is what I used to do. I used to be back here. We said talk about scraping the pans.
Yeah.
It was right around this area, but now okay, it was around the corner. Well, it should have been here, but now now I don't have to do that anymore. I can actually enjoy making that. I never actually moved up the ladder because I was here a short time. So pan scraper was the first thing.
Okay.
Second of all was like dishwasher or something. Third of all, then you actually got to make the pizza. So I've never actually been to this level before.
Well,
so I'm gonna do it, but
no.
yeah, well, I'll do it. Yeah,
Okay,
once in a while.
Go ahead. You do it.
I'll slum it with you, Jimmy.
Go get, thank you very
so
much.
the first step is to put the sauce on.
Yeah.
All right.
So how long did it take you to get all your stories from the book? I want to talk about Mexico.
More?
Have you ever had any? You should know this by now. Like, hand it off. Yeah.
So there you go.
Good times.
I feel like the president. Like you put the put it on there, get the pictures,
Yeah.
and then go.
You're doing well.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
doing well.
It's perfect.
It's not an act, folks. The Mexico, your time in Mexico. You're hopped into Mexico. You have some interesting stories about being in Mexico. One, what's it like getting a death threat? Like, I know in the book you have a couple of death threats, which to me would be a scary situation.
Well, it's interesting because people were really getting really excited that wrestling is very much a part of the cultural makeup of the country, and they very much stand behind their heroes. And I was a bad guy there working in Acapulco.
Yeah.
And my name is Corazon de Leon, Lionheart.
Yes.
So they were hating me so much they started chanting Corazon de Pollo, which is chicken heart, which I thought the heart of a chicken. That's A for effort, very creative.
Very good.
And then I saw this kind of and I was yelling at this guy, and he's like yelling at me back, and I'm yelling at him some more. There's a big commotion, and the security takes him away. And then so afterwards, I'm doing all this dastardly stuff, and afterwards I was sitting in the dressing room, and I was kind of, hey, what happened with that commotion? Well, this guy was running to the ring with a gun. He was going to shoot me. I was doing such a good job of being a bad guy. He was actually going to kill me for yelling at his heroes. So that's good heel heat.
That's
as
you
say in the business.
can't buy
you
that.
Can't get if you get shot dead from being a bad guy, it doesn't get much more crazy than that.
No, absolutely not. But we're going to come back. We're going to make the final pizza.
Look at that. He's already got.
He's already done.
He's fast. Man,
This kid is good.
This is why
This
he's
is a
working
good
on top.
assistant.
This is it. This is Heinrich's my boy. He doesn't speak English very well, but I'm going to teach him that next.
Yes, well, no hablo, Heinrich, but Mexico, get it? That was for you. We're going to come back more with the Lionheart.
Hablo?
Yes, and it's all about a lion's tail around the world in spandex, and you got to be a pretty tough guy to do that.
Absolutely. I'm wearing spandex right now under this apron. You just never know when you might need it.
Sir,
Spandex, man!
again, we had planned something, and he's gone totally different.
Just take it wherever I want to go.
Now,
crazy, we're wacky.
We're here at DJ's.
Yes.
We're going to make another pizza.
We made some good, that was like good pizzas.
You're going to cut that one, actually.
Yeah, okay, good. Are you going to tell me what to do now?
No,
Right.
I'm not.
Jeez, man, he's a slave driver here. He's got his own show now. I remember him when he was just a lowly wrestling manager.
Yes, Mad Max.
Now you're telling me what to do.
I'm
Man.
asking you, would you mind?
I would
cutting
love
that
to cut the pizza, yes. See?
Good times. We should make another pizza.
Okay, I actually fired Heinrich already.
So-
I don't like having personal assistants longer than about an hour or two. He actually spoke to me, which is just unacceptable.
So, who's going to make this pizza?
I think that would be good if you did it. Considering you've been so rude to me, you can make it up by making a pizza for me
I don't
now.
want to.
I think you
I
should.
saw the look. I should make the
Yeah,
pizza.
it's best if you do.
What kind do you want?
Pepperoni and ground beef. That's
That's
the
all you
best.
need.
It's all in the sauce, though.
It's all in the sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Don't be stingy. Come on, a little bit more sauce
bit
there.
more there, sorry.
Come on, come on. Like you mean it. There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Now spread
Now,
it on there.
Listen, for people, you have a brand new book,
Yeah.
Around the World in Spandex. Now I want to talk about. Let's talk about the worst moment. The worst moment in Y2J's history.
Well, one of the lowest moments is when I once again in Mexico, and I wrestled in a real dirty arena, and I came out of the arena looking for where the shower was, and the guy said the shower's back over here. So I go back to where this guy has put a hose in the back of a toilet tank and sucked on the end of it like a siphon, and they're literally taking a shower with this hose from
Is
the
anyone
back of a
else still hungry?
toilet. Yeah, exactly. It's great, right? And I was saying, like, there's no way I'm taking a shower. He goes, amigo, it's okay. It's from the back of the toilet.
Did he call you amigo?
Amigo. And where I come from, toilet water is toilet water. So needless to say, I didn't take a shower that night. And these are some of the, like, that's what I had to go through to get here today.
Oh.
You understand?
No, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Relax.
Well, it's exciting to me thinking about taking a shower out of the back of the toilet. Like you said, is anybody hungry? Pizza, anyone?
You're the first world champion combined.
Undisputed champion is what you're trying to say. Spit it out.
I was trying to say, yeah.
Absolutely,
You got me all flustered. I didn't know.
I know. Come on, put some more meat on there.
Best moment in Y2J's career so far?
Probably, I'd say today, right now. Talking to you, making this pizza is the greatest day of my life. Yeah. Or winning the Undisputed Championship from The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin on the same night. But as good as those guys were, they could never make a pizza like you're making it right now.
Now let me ask you this
Very
question.
nice.
In the business.
More cheese. Come on, Junior.
In the business, you win the title. How does that change your life? When you finally get there? When they say, you're holding the belt.
It took me 9 years to get to the WWE, traveling all these different places, and to actually win the title after getting there was like winning an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, and call me sir again, please. Very good. You got a career. If this whole TV thing doesn't work out for you, you're all set. I'll call Mr. Johnson myself.
Mr. Johnson.
Absolutely.
Actually, Uncle Ted Rogers.
Uncle Ted Rogers?
Uncle Ted Rogers.
You know him too?
I know him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I had problems with him for years.
Check.
Nice.
All right, well, we're going to finish up in making Y2J's Pizza. Check his book out. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a fun read, and we're going to come back with more with you.
Y2DJ's Pizza.
I tell you, you guys are a couple of geniuses in the kitchen, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Mr. won't get his hands dirty here.
Well, I mean, the guy's got his career to think about, you know.
And what was your excuse?
What do you mean?
When's the last time you got your hands dirty?
I get them dirty all the time. I garden, I work in a house, I do all sorts of things. I don't get to sit around my parents' house in darn socks.
Why not?
Well, because.
They're in Boston.
Exactly. It must be tough around your house trying to fix those socks with the thumb thing in it.
That's the right toe socks with all the little color stripes on them.
That's right, that's right. Well, listen, Jimmy, I'm going to let you go and, be nice to the guy. The guy has earned the respect he deserves.
Absolutely. We'll go from toe socks to spandex.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Out here with the Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and...
Good stuff, isn't it?
I don't know. You haven't let me have any yet.
I know. I'm not planning on it either. Both of these ones. I'm saving them for myself.
Yeah.
No one else.
They're good, I hear.
It's the best pizza in the world, seriously. If you have never been to DJ's, you need to come now.
I'll have to show up another night where I'm alone.
I have pizza for breakfast. You know, this is the breakfast of champions here. This is how
I'm able to champion.
Absolutely, you see? Because I eat pizza.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Please do.
Are you ever going to get back in the ring? I know you've had Fozzy. You have Fozzy, your band. But he's multi-talented. This guy is just all over the place. Are there any... it's almost 2 years since you so-called have left the ring. He's never said retired.
No. Just needed to take a break. I never put any limits on myself of what I could or couldn't do, and I had a lot of things I wanted to work on, and I was just mentally fried after 2 years or after 15 years. Yeah. And it's been 2 years now after I finished writing the book. Excuse me, got a little bit of pizza going in there. Better out than in, I always say. You know, it was better to take the time away and kind of, you know, get back into the groove again. After I wrote the book, it made me realize how much I love the sport and how fortunate I was to have done what I've done. So yeah, I'll eventually come back.
Not just saying this because we're on camera, but the sport misses you. That entertainment, and I'm going to say entertainment industry misses you. I think, like, your character, I despised you, but that's what it's meant to be.
Well, I was playing a part.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Anthony Hopkins really isn't a cannibal in Silence of the Lambs. He's just playing the part.
He's playing it, but
and that's what I was doing as Chris Jericho, just really getting under people's skins.
Could you please come back to wrestling to help the industry, because they need somebody like you back there.
Especially from a show business standpoint. Wrestling is show business. I've always seen it that way. I've always treated it that way, and I think a lot of guys kind of forget that. You have to connect with the crowd, and you have to make people want to pay money to see you, and that's the crux of it. So yes, I will, just for you, Jimmy.
Yeah,
I will do it.
I mean, I really want to go. You know what? I met him, and I still don't like him.
But you can. It's hard to not like me, right?
No, but you know what? I mean
that. Come on, man.
No, I mean that as a respectful in the industry. Like, I wanted to... That's it.
Jeez, man.
I want to despise you back in the... You are a great guy and a great ambassador for Winnipeg.
Thank you.
Honest to goodness. The lion salt, if no one's ever seen that move, how did you come up with the lion salt, this backwards move off the rope?
My friend had a dream, because I was looking for a fancy move, and he said, I had a dream of doing this. So it was this backflip off the middle rope. So I went into an empty arena in Mexico City, and I took a dirty clothes and put them into a laundry bag and used that as a target and kind of judged the distance, and that became my signature hold. Started with a bag of dirty laundry.
Look at that.
Absolutely.
How do these things happen? Can I have any pizza yet?
I
take that as a no.
Where's Heinrich? Bring Heinrich back.
Lionheart, Chris Jericho, thank you so
Thanks,
much
man,
for stopping
appreciate
by. I had a
awesome.
fantastic
Yes,
morning
very
with
cool.
you.
Thank you.
We do have a couple of books we're going to give away, but not now. Right now, it's back to studio.
All right.
That's right. Now I had a great morning with the Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and right now we're going to give away 2 autographed copies of these books. 947-9613. You, callers 10 and 12, you can't have one in the last 30 days, but you're getting an autographed copy of Chris Jericho's brand new book, and I got nothing. I said, oh, look, Chris Jericho's napkin. I'm going to sell it on eBay. Terry, back to you.